tapping in, top of the morning live. Once you come in the building, be sure to hit that like button. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Play the game till I see a few people tapping in, man. A lot going on. A lot going on in the news. We see I see what Martavis was saying yesterday when I was like, man, I don't give a damn about no Woody. So today we talking about Woody. Yesterday I ain't give a damn about what Woody had going on. Today we back on it. YSL Woody finesse 2 times. Now they having words. God damn, it was an ugly shot. What y'all think about the back and forth between Woody and finesse, and now Charles the White done inserted himself into the equation. And I started this question. Damn it. Asked this question since Gucci Mane and the certain circumstances that happened, like, is this probably the end of the Memphis and Atlanta relationship musically? Then you got I remember I was locked up when Two Federal dropped. But I remember, Moneybag Yo and Lil Baby, they kind of hit the scene around the same time. And it was a toss up to, like, in the beginning. What going on, Miss Muffin? Top of the morning. It was a toss up in the beginning, like who was the more popular artist. And I remember they dropped a couple songs together. And I remember one song in particular that it's the jump with Yo Gotti, Moneybag Yo, and Lil Baby. They outside, and Lil Baby get up on the table and start rapping. And while he rapping, everybody else sitting down at the table. And I remember one of my homeboys, one of the members, who been around bad, been around me, and he was like, man, what did he say in this situation? He felt like Lil Baby, what going on top of the morning my tape? He said Lil Baby was I can't think of the words he used. I don't want to say. He just said he feel like Baby was shitting on Bag in so many words, in this sense. How he standing on the table, Bag looking up to him and shit, all that. I was like, I ain't see that, but everybody got their own perspective, right? But I know, cause we start with the Money Bag, Yo, the Little Baby. I'm hearing a little chatter about that, and they haven't came out about it, right? But I remember when they first started making music with each other, though, a lot of people was thinking that there was gonna be a 1-2 punch, like they had a little combination. But then if you think about it, them doing songs with each other kind of died down. What going on top of the morning? Them doing songs with each other kind of died down. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this though. What I was trying to see is could possibly be the issue that they, what I'm saying, they might have kept it P with each other, but could possibly be some of the issues that they had might be had some issues with just the chatter. You know what I'm saying? The chatter that would hinder them from working with each other. You know what I'm saying? And this shit's so crazy because I was chopping it up with a nigga yesterday, and we was talking about, the kind of situation, the situation approach what's going on between little baby mama, the shit she done came out and said. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but all I was like, I didn't feel like I felt like they whatever bruh and Ari got going on. I feel like shit, that's his gal. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him around her for the last couple of years and shit like that. So I feel like this is gal. That's all I know from what I can see. You know, but just speaking on how shit kind of coming out in the media, little baby mama kind of chopping it up about this and that, what the real issue is. To do a song with baby, it gotta be beneficial. Bad can't do nothing for baby. That's how he coming. Early on though, early on, like when they dropped it, no, 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 no. Now they both. I'm talking about early on. If you really think about it, they both in the same boat right now though. So I understand what you're saying. They both 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. They were hot. They was, you know what I'm saying? Even though one might have been on another level. Excuse me. Right now, both of them could do could do for a banger. If you want to be honest, baby ain't no motherfucking baddie. Ain't nobody, you tripping. Ain't nobody out here listening to no goddamn little baby no more. Little baby shorts little motherfucker now. That's what's wrong with little baby. His shorts too damn little. He ain't doing no arenas no more. Little baby ain't doing no arenas. He ain't did no arenas in years. Cut it out. That's a B-Day badge. They doing that? The fuck? That's a B-Day badge. What the fuck? That's what everybody do when they drive. They do a B-Day badge. Duh. Everybody gonna show up for that motherfucker. You just said it. His B-Day badge. Man, get out of here with this shit, man. Ain't nobody listening to Lil Baby no more. I bet you at that B-Day badge, he performed all that old shit, My Dog, and all that shit too. Cause ain't nobody listening to the new shit. Cut it out, would you? Man. Man, Lil Baby. Little ass shorts. Little short, Lil Baby. Talk about Lil Baby with the thigh tattoos. That's the Lil Baby you talking about, Lil Baby with thigh tattoos? Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here with this shit, man. I ain't trying to. He got that tattoos and shit with little ass shorts on. Let niggas hug him from the back. I ain't trying to listen no more. It's over with. It's over with. I ain't seen Moneybag Yo in no thigh shorts like that, man. Cut it out, man. If he did, if he did have on some thigh shorts, I bet you. I don't even know. I can't even. I can't even. I can't even take up for this shit. A nigga should have been around a swimming pool or something. You know. At the end of the day, I don't even know how to comprehend it. What going on, little mama? Nah, I'm just saying, man. You know, it's a big difference in The shit little baby be wearing and the shit money bag yo be wearing. Man, I understand you a little baby fan. We it's all good. Hey, it's all good. That man bought some thigh shorts to show off his thigh tattoos, though. You know that, man. So come on, man. You know that. I had to have these. My first tattoo, I'm gonna get that motherfucker on my thighs. Get out of here. You still listening to that nigga? That nigga don't sell dope no more. Hell nah. He don't sell dope no more. He done changed. So you mean to tell me if you were front row at the Lil Baby show and he came out there with them thigh shorts on and you had your camera up, you finna still keep recording him? You finna go home and upload that shit? He got on thigh shorts and some boots. You finna go home and record this? You finna upload this shit? I'm just saying. Talking about my dog. Man, get out of here. Yeah, you finna move to the back. Yeah, you talking about. You finna move to the back of the show. But I understand. So I wonder, they always say, man, it be shit might be behind a woman, man. Right now we talking about Lil Baby, money bag, yo. Like the reason could the issue that's coming out in the media, like what Lil Baby uh baby mama is alluding to, could that be the reason that they just didn't do more work in the beginning? Because they started off, you know what I'm saying, careers around the same time. Lil Baby hit a few more heights than Bag, but they started off around the same time and they did start off doing music, you know what I'm saying, with each other initially. I could see if he was an MMA fighter or something. You know what I'm saying? I could see if he was an MMA fighter, he just had everything. There was like a Tongan tradition or something. He was. But to have your, you got to have your whole. You know what I'm saying? You got to kick people with your legs and shit, man. If you got your thighs and shit, you got to kick people. Yeah, you got to be a tough ass, dangerous man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see what the people saying. So I think there might be a reason when you think about it, like they ain't just did more music, it's just the rumors. I don't want to be around no nigga. And when you in the industry, you hear shit. You hear things. I mean, already been around before bad. So what's the problem? Uh, nah, that ain't why. Okay, okay, okay. And so you saying it's strictly because Moneybag Yo ain't beneficial to Lil Baby. Baby fuck with Rallo heavy. They don't fuck with each other. Okay. That's not true. All women ain't going. I don't get what he said. He said I already been around for a while. So what's the problem? I was saying the problem is shit. That might have been the reason they ain't doing music. Ari was around G Herbo. She wasn't around Moneybag Yo and Lil Baby. She wasn't around them till she was around them. Rollo been this bad, but you know what happened in that situation too, though. So like we spoke about that. The same man I told y'all, like, see what I'm saying? The same man I talked to that came and did the interview with me is the man that kind of that's on the side of Rollo. You know what I'm saying? One of his right hand man is on the side of him right now. I did the interview with him, which is which is Baby Knockout. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get into none of this shit though, but I feel like that's a dead issue. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. It might still be some type of, but folks know what's going on. But I understand your sentiment. Y'all missing the whole point. Y'all talking about what the female who she had before money bag, yo. Just like a nigga gal ain't had nobody in life before they had you, unless you popped it when you know y'all were teenagers still talking. What is wrong with you, man? That ain't what I'm talking about. What the fuck is wrong with you? A female can't talk to a few niggas before she get with you? What is wrong with you, man? That ain't what the fuck I'm talking about. Clearly ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about since she been with Moneybag Yo, they saying that Lil Baby been doing this and doing it. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nobody else she done fuck with. Period. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nobody else though. That's all I'm saying. They said she been talking to bruh since 2019. It's 2026. I'm talking about that time frame. It's when little baby mama is talking. That's all I'm talking about. So me being a man, I don't know what type of niggas y'all feel like y'all live. But if I'm hearing rumors of a nigga smashing my gal, I'm not finna have my gal. I mean, not finna be being around him. If y'all don't feel like there's one of the reasons, I feel it. You know, that cannot be the reason, but I just feel like that's got to be one of the reasons. You know, nigga gonna be player about it, but at the same time, you know, that's just my opinion. All right, YSL Woody, finesse two time. What y'all think about this situation? What y'all think about this situation? YSL Woody said, Thug need to speak up, need to let finesse two time know how he rocking. So, question: Woody was Woody really like? Was he a people that's known for like? Is he really like one of the ones before he went on the stand? Like he one of the ones. Like it's people that shoot guns. It's people that shoot. It's people that punch people. And then it's people that do other things. Like, was he really like one of them ones? A Mr. Get Bad ass nigga for real, for real? Like he's someone to be. Nah, don't play with Woody. He was one of them ones. Like I said, need to stay in a place. I can see that. I can see that. I'm pretty sure some of y'all might know. You know what I'm saying? Why I said Woody a little better. Cause he one of them ones. No comment. No comment on YSL. But I asked that to say, like, I feel like at this point, all this shit probably just be for content. You know what I'm saying? I know Finesse be saying he off papers, but I don't think a nigga really just really want to be in jail. I don't think so. I don't think a nigga really just want to be in jail. But what I do see, like I'm saying, I do see like the Memphis and the Atlanta politics would have need some attention. I just know him from the trial. Right. I don't think a nigga really want to be in jail though, man. And I see the Memphis and the Atlanta relationship though. I think it's gonna be affected. Like I said, musically. I can see the Memphis and the Atlanta relationship being affected musically though. If it go back to all Memphis niggas snakes, can't trust them. But truthfully be told, does Memphis need Atlanta to be successful at this point? I mean, we don't work together as a city. We have record labels, but can Memphis stand alone? I know people like that music shit. So can Memphis stand alone and hold it like, yeah, can Memphis stand alone? Cause this is CMG, like when it comes to like real record labels, like for real, you got Paper Route and CMG. And we know CMG is the bigger record label, just being honest. Then you got Endless. Can Memphis stand alone? Woody said Memphis need Atlanta. So that's what I'm asking. I mean, you got to think about it. Memphis niggas, Memphis artists, people in general feel like you need Atlanta. Most people don't feel like they successful until they accepted by the Atlanta culture, though. The Atlanta artists, the Atlanta industry. They run to Atlanta to build a foundation. You know, man, it's easy. Atlanta, they doing this, they doing it. Man, Atlanta, they work together. Ooh, so it's some unspoken truths to that, or even some, spoken truth shit. But do you actually need it once you really think about it? It's 50-50. This shit got here terrible, man. This motherfucker burning and unraveling at the same time. You got to be a madman to smoke it. Nowadays, Memphis is better than Atlanta musically. Memphis is better than Atlanta, but is it more opportunities in Atlanta than Memphis and Atlanta? Is it more money in Memphis than Atlanta musically? Is the music scene better in Memphis than Atlanta? Is the culture better in Memphis than Atlanta? All that shit something to talk about. Would the industry rather be in Atlanta or Memphis? It's the industry too. Where would the people rather come? Would the people rather come to Memphis or would they rather flock to Atlanta? Can Memphis harvest the industry? Is Memphis an industry town? Could you see all these stars and Black Hollywood being in Memphis with all of the shenanigans going on here? I'm just asking. You so petty since you put it in their perspective. Yeah, I'd rather go to a lot. Nah, I ain't petty. I'm just speaking the truth. I stay here. Shit, what we supposed to do? We supposed to look at it real. I'm just throwing it out there. Which environment would the industry rather be in? Do you think? Is Memphis an industry city? That's all. Is Memphis an industry city? Nobody coming to Memphis. They scared. You heard what the NBA was saying, what Stephen A was saying about people and shit players being here. So music wise, Atlanta is where you get they go good they got good producers and DJs. Exactly. I guarantee you that all of our successful DJs, for the most part, they in Atlanta. Look at Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Faye, you know, look at Jazzy Faye. Look at DJ Drummer. Drummer Boy, I mean. Look at Drummer Boy. I guarantee them hit boys and them other guys, them folks ass up out of here. You went in early on, you wouldn't even thought Jazzy Faye was from Memphis. Cause he went down there and, you know, did his thing Atlanta wise. Atlanta baby. If he was an ATL, you would have been. So, Atlanta breeds more opportunities just because we don't have all of the big executives here and shit like that. We have the artists, we have the talent, we just don't have the infrastructure. You know, Atlanta rappers come to bank just to help out. City ain't doing that. Facts. Facts. Yeah, they go on big bite just to fuck with them. Like I said, man, shout out to the rappers who done came through this motherfucker, and the people who have came through this joint. You know what? A nigga hit me up the other day and said, "Bro, you know what?" I said, "It might be right. It might be right." He said, "Truth, you the number one underground podcast." I said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with it. You heard me? I'm gonna go with it. I can rock with it. The number one underground podcast, man. Everybody can be everything else. Let me. I'm gonna have that little title right there. Fuck it. I'm self-proclaiming that title. The number one underground podcast." Bill, so what it do? What it do? Top of the morning, man. Yeah, top of the morning. Pax, I get it now. But that's where we at with it. So I'm seeing, like I said, from me just looking at it from a Eagles point of view, I feel like Memphis and Atlanta about to have that riff. It's a lot going on behind the scenes, on the scene, in the field, out the field, on the net, without the net. It's a lot going on. And I think shit gonna hit the fan pretty soon. DJs and producers actually came back to Memphis, Atlanta, and other cities would need Memphis. It's get in where you fit in season for the city. It's get in where you fit in season for the city. Yeah, I think it's die times, man. Like I said, we got the artists. We have the artists, but our artists also understand that. I mean, our producers. You never see our producers just stick with Memphis. They branch out because this shit bigger than the city. You know, they trying to go, reach heights, bigger platforms, just so they might start off with them, and I don't know who where that bad relationship happened there between the artists and the producers and things of that nature, who fought it be, but normally our big producers, like I said, they get on up out of here. So I can't think of one just real big producer that's still in the city. But they'll go to Atlanta and go to Cali and shit, never move. Never move again. They'll go to Atlanta and set up shop and never move again. Producers start chasing the artist, create a relationship. So we just gotta we'll see how it go, man. You know, it's cold right now. It's cold right now. The only people out in the cold weather is the people that, you know what I'm talking about, that, you know, hey, it's cold right now. We'll see what happens when spring hit, man. If you out in the cold right now, you know you're a real grizzly. Squeaky. 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 But you don't have that. But let's say this though. Squeaky is, I'm not saying he ain't in regards, but in my opinion, I feel like more Memphis artists have DJ Squeaky in their regards. They know he a Jew, but you don't hear the big artists from all over the world coming in fucking with Squeaky. So, like you said, there's still only so much. He Memphis based, but I respect him for staying in the city. We just a small market. We got the talent, but we don't really have the infrastructure. They're here, but they don't stick together just like the rappers. But Bizzle said they here, they don't stick together just like the rappers. Okay, okay, then. So do we have two platinum producers that's still in the city? I feel like this might be for content too, though. They're here. Do we have two platinum producers that's still in the city right now? We do. Okay. Real Red and YC. Okay. Okay. Do we have three? Buck now. Okay, he naming for platinum producer. Memphis Track. Track Gordon. Loaded. Okay then. And these are the ones still in the city. Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Hitman. So let me ask you this. Out of all of these producers, did all of them have good, it was all of them nobody complaining about everybody straight about it, you know what I'm saying? They got the plex and they got the financial uh compensation for it. DJ True. DJ True. Hit Kid, my bad. Man, I had made that motherfucking barbecue last night and hit that grill. So I got a little bit for leftovers. I'm finna get to it in the second. Soon as I end the live. I been meaning to take that drink out the freezer and unfroze though, but it's all good. When I see turn, I grew up with bro. Okay, 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 okay. Well, shout out to Memphis though, bro. Hopefully, it is for just the net. It's just for entertainment. But I think it's a lot of other shit brewing that ain't for the net and ain't for entertainment. That's gonna kind of like it seems like a lot of things is happening at the same time. The weather so far, man, frosty, no snow, man. Yeah, this shit frosty out here, boy. Man, I got me a damn electric hoodie. I put one in the layaway, electric hoodie. I gotta go get it out next week. I bought some electric gloves from Timu. I gotta let them know, Timu. Listen, man, y'all sold me these thin at the damn cheapest shit I bought off Timu. So a electric hoodie. You know, I be out in the field. I be out. So I had electric hoodie, electric gloves and shit like that to stay warm. Electric hoodie, yeah. I heard we getting what we getting? I heard we getting snow soon. Snow ain't gonna stick. Gonna be 45. Man, I'm sick of the snow. That so it mean we gonna have ice. You see what I'm saying? We shit. I'd rather have snow than ice. I ain't even gonna lie. I'd rather have snow than ice. You see what I'm saying? You got it. When you out here in the one thing about it, the older I get, I understand being a man and or being an adult. My grandma always say, keep a coat in the car, do this, do that. So I'm just about preparation. Before I go outside, man, I have everything I need. Real shit. I just have everything I need. I'm gonna have all my little this. I'm gonna have everything I need. You know, real shit. It's like I'm checking it out. I'm gonna have everything I need. I'm in the field. I'm out here. I might not go back in the house for a couple hours, 5, 6, 7, 8, however. But I'm gonna have everything I need. I don't like having to run back to the house. I'm gonna have my chargers. I'm gonna have my Rambo knife. I'm gonna have my air pump. I'm gonna have my tire pump. I had this shit because when you be riding on them, man, I had this shit in the car. I just have everything. Tools. Man, I have everything. Man, what you said, Florida, Cali, it get chilly in Memphis. So I just stay prepared. I got some brand new socks I'm finna throw on. Them boys supposed to be heated. So all that type of shit when you be out there. Cause the worst shit ever being out in the cold is when them hands get. I thought I was finna have frostbite the other day. Like no bullshit. I said, man, I'm at work out here trying to. Man, my shit was so cold and numb. Man, I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to. I had to ball it up in the glove. Like, tell you now, that damn cold can be worse than fat sometimes. I ain't never think about that. The cold can be worse than fire. Where you think Ja Morant going in the trade, and do you think the Grizzlies making a right decision? Have any new talent here caught your ears? Yeah, bro. Yeah, young nigga I've been working with. Well, I've been had him on my podcast. I've been playing this song the last couple days. JD3. I'm liking his shit. So I'm finna dive into his little his bag a little more, man. See what he got. I really like I said, I missed the Kibo Money wave. But I feel like he said they call him Baby Kivo Money. So I'm finna just, see how I can, turn his little situation up. Like for real, if he'll allow me, see how we can come together on some little shit though, man. See how I can turn the little situation up. Cause I fuck with the little music he been coming out with. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play a song for you before I get out of here. We're gonna get out of here on this note. Hold up. Okay, we got just enough juice to do it too. Get out of here though, y'all. We got just enough juice to do it. I like Lil Sniper. I need to tap in. I don't know who Lil Sniper is. But see, with a name like that, I don't want to hear him. We need some Lil Luthers and shit. We need Lil Luthers, Lil Miguel's, Lil Alejandros and shit. I don't want to hear no more Lil Snipers and shit. That's the problem. That's the problem. 40 years old supporting Lil Sniper. That's the goddamn problem right there. I don't give a damn who he sound like. Switch your name up. Lil Sniper. The goddamn sniper. That's the goddamn problem. We too excited about these little goddamn trouble starters. Motherfucker who ain't scared to be different and sound. Yeah, he little goddamn trouble starter. I know Lil Sniper, Lil Gunner, Lil Pow Pow. It's so many of them. Shit, man. What he talking about? Miss John, what he talking about? Let me just ask you. Let's get into it back. What he talking about? This what I've been listening to for the last couple of days, though, bro. I fuck with why he had trips to I remember he had catch on the people. We need another R&B. I'm liking Lil Bro right here. Nah, that ain't it. This is what I've been fucking with, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been fucking with this, y'all. I've been listening to this, y'all. This what I've been listening to, though, y'all. Y'all still want to hear old Eddie Kane? Y'all still want to hear old Eddie Kane? Y'all still want to hear old Eddie Kane? This JD3 though, Bizzle. y'all, y'all still want to hear old Eddie Kane, man? He just need a good engineer. The city ain't gotta support him. This shit bigger than Memphis. He could just be one of them niggas from the city that fuck with him. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though. This is what I developed coming up. I knew Memphis was a catch on ass city. You ain't gotta. Yeah, it's cool if they fuck with you. But at the same time, Memphis gonna be one of them cities once you pop out. Oh, that what we do anyway. So don't. This shit definitely bigger than Memphis. Don't feel some type of way if your shit don't pop off in your own. You gotta go. You gotta move around. Who gives a fuck? But I understand what you're saying. But this what I've been listening to, man, lately. I've been listening to JD3 for the last couple days. Another little young nigga named Lil Woo. Uh I've been listening to, man. I ain't been listening to the conventional, you know, what a nigga wanna hear, man. You know what I'm saying? They all talking the same shit, man, you know. Shh, I ain't support Trista. I knew that was it. You see what I'm saying? Like the city don't support a lot of motherfuckers. That's why I said, bro, you could be in certain situations and you will feel like the people will make you or have you feel like certain people ain't successful because the city don't support they city don't support them or or they don't have much money as a rapper from their city who is, but your ass still work at Family Dollar. Or let's say you do got a decent job. Who's to say like motherfucker get to compare, man? So that's why you gotta move around and find your market. The city sometimes don't it? We liked it. You know, we liked it. They ain't gonna fuck with nothing that trying to build up. It got the already. We like St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? You got to show these motherfuckers. You got to come with it. Automatically, they don't just want to hear this shit. So by that time, once Memphis make you prove it to them, and then you do pop off, you don't want to fuck with none of them because it's like you motherfucker made me do this, and that to prove it when y'all supposed to immediately just jumped on the bandwagon and supported this shit. But we don't do that. We'll go tell you about everybody else who doing this and doing that instead of mine building this shit right here. Man, you know, bro, them doing this shit over there. Man, I don't give a fuck who doing it. Stop telling me about them. What about we? You know, so that what niggas be doing. They'll throw it in your face. Man, come on, how they deal with a lot of motherfuckers, you know. So man, you know, you gotta understand that about Memphis though, man. Memphis don't really love you till you got it. They don't really fuck with you when you until you got it. And then when you do get it, they act like they help you get it. Like, nah, I'm supposed to shun your ass, boy. What you thinking? You ain't help me do that shit. And people be having this selective memory like they really did put in. Nah, nigga, you was teeter-totting this shit. You was, man, nah, bro. Realty, what's happening? So now you gotta keep them type of niggas there, No, no, sir. Man, it be amazing me when I just be finding little sticks of dynamite. I ain't got to roll up. I can just fire it up. Found a little over half an inch. Little over half an inch. Just sitting there in the broken ashtray. See me reaching for a lighter fast. See me reaching for a lighter fast. But man, hey, check out, say there. But man, you just gotta understand your city, man. When you come from a tough city, a tough crowd, rather, a catch on city, a dick riding city, in so many words. That's what we do. Hey, it is what it is. I stay here too. So it is what it is. I said, fuck that. It is what it is. You got to know how to deal with them. You can't have soft skin being a Memphian. No, 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 you can't. You can't. You can't. You can't let these grizzlies see you sweat. No. You can't let these grizzlies see you sweat, man. You can't have tough skin. I mean, soft skin being a Memphian, man. So check out Say Less. Man, I tried to get Say Less on the show, on the podcast. It just didn't go how I wanted. How I wanted. We couldn't come to the proper terms. But I like his music. I like his music. He decent. He decent. He decent for sure. He need a little push. He need a little push. He need, but he's smooth though. He's smooth. I ain't understand what you were saying there. First check out say list, but I'm like, man, bro, had some little conversations and shit in the DM. For sure, for sure. I'm gonna start having them little artists on, not little artists on the show, but the underground up and coming artists, the ones that I can get, the ones that you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna start having them on the show. Start tapping into the up and coming artists though. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Keeping my ears to the streets, other than just the other than just the hot topics. You know. But man, I'm finna move around though, y'all. I'm finna bust a few errands. You know, I'm gonna get with y'all a little later. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, coming to fuck with me. We like 3 days to the birthday, you know. So hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. If you ain't getting no notification, unsubscribe, subscribe back. YouTube ain't really, they halfway promoting me because they got my I told you they got some type of little, I did some type of little guideline. Yeah. So that's where we at with it. I'm finna get out of here though. Be easy.